My name is Leslie Germain and we are going to do some yoga this morning. So I have not done any yoga yet, and this is a really nice flow, 10 minutes or so, to just get your body moving in the morning and ready for the day. Or maybe your kids are napping and you want to just do something for yourself. This is a perfect chance to do that. So this is my version of sun salutations. If you've ever gone to a yoga class, you've probably highly likely done sun salutation. Surya Namaskara A, which has plank, chaturanga, upward dog, downward dog is a very popular one, but there are different variations. So these are the ones that I like to do in my yoga classes during different vinyasas to get parts of your body moving that you might not always get to address in a typical sun salutation. So let's get going. You don't even need a yoga mat if you don't have one, so don't worry about that. We like to start by grounding the feet. Closing our eyes, feeling all 10 toes, all 4 corners of the feet, pushing down evenly into your mat. Tucking the tailbone slightly, so instead of making this banana back, draw the pelvis in and down. You might feel a little more rooted with that action. Lightly lift to the chest, blades draw down, and just notice your breath right here, right now. When you're ready, opening your eyes. Inhale, sweeping your arms up, palms touch at the top. Exhale, swan diving down, forward fold. Bending the knees slightly here, head can hang heavy. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Think figure 7 here. Bending the knees again, forward fold. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, and the arms can go as high as you need, so you can find this extension from the tailbone through the crown of the head. Exhale, forward fold. 1 more time. Inhale, lengthen. Find a little more space. Exhale, down. And you can either keep your hands down to the ground with your knees bent, belly touching, or I like to grab my elbows and allow my head to fall right between the upper arms. We'll take about 3 breaths here. Being careful not to overextend the back legs. You don't have to go as deep. Go wherever feels good. Not what you think looks good, but what feels good in your body. Inhale, bringing your hands down to the ground, stepping the right foot back, and then the left high plank. Holding here for 5 breaths. So if this is too much for your body, if you notice your butt is super lifted or even sagging down, consider dropping down to your knees. That way, you can really draw the belly button into the spine to allow the core to engage for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, everybody drops down to their knees. Yes, everybody. Slowly lower the chest all the way down in the chin. Untuck the feet. Really feeling your feet once again. All 10 toes, even the pinky toe touching down. Inhale, lifting the chest. Exhale, down. 2 more times. Inhale, pushing the hips down. Exhale. Last one, inhale, lift. Exhale, pushing your arms back, drawing the sit bones towards the heels, child's pose. And then drawing yourself up, downward facing dog. So for my first downward dog of the day, I like to draw one heel down while bending the opposite knee to the chest. Switching directions. And then just moving in the same pattern if that feels okay, until eventually coming to stillness. And we'll take 3 more breaths here. If the heels have to remain lifted, that's okay. What we want more than anything is an extension of the spine. So bending the knees a lot here, you can see how my spine extends all the way out to my tailbone. I'm creating more length, pushing my hands down into the ground. And as long as you can keep that spine and not curve the back, then feel free to lengthen the legs as much as you can. One more inhale. Exhale, bending the knees, walking yourself back to the front of the mat. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweeping the ground away, setting your arms up. Exhale, release, Samasthiti. So that's a typical Vinyasa, Surya Namaskara A. We're gonna play around with that now. Inhale, lifting the arms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, bringing our hands out about a foot in front of us, beginning to lean up onto our tippy toes. Exhale, back down. Let's try that one more time. You might need to walk your hands out a little further away, lifting the heels up. Exhale, down. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, lift. And then exhale, walking yourself back, left foot back first, then the right, high plank. Dropping down to both forearms. Yes, right and left forearm both come down to the ground. Notice where your butt is relative to the rest of your body. If it's too high or too low, drop down to the knees. Otherwise, keep them lifted, making fists with your hands, squeeze really tight. Push those forearms down to the ground. Now begin to squeeze the glutes together, and you'll notice the front thighs begin to activate here as well. For many of us, this is a lot. We're already beginning to shake. But if you'd like to bring it up a little bit more, kick it up a notch, magnetically draw in your elbows towards your toes. So they're not moving, but they're drawing towards each other. We'll be here for 10, 9, 8. If you're not breathing, count out loud with me. 7, 6, because you gotta count and breathe at the same time. 5, 4, 3, 2, squeeze, squeeze, 1. Exhale, drop the hips. Release the hands down to the ground, Sphinx pose. And begin to find the breath once again here. Once the breath begins to soften, if it feels okay in the back body, extend the arms long up to the fingertips and maybe gaze up slightly. Exhale, drawing the hands back underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes, draw yourself either through plank or child's pose back into your downward facing dog. Inhaling here, exhale, drawing the knees down so they're hovering. Lift the hips back up. Yeah, let's try that again. Slowly lower the knees. They're not gonna go all the way down, they're an inch or so, and then draw the hips back and away. One more time, lowering the knees, just to hover. We'll hold here. Keep drawing the belly button into the spine and drawing yourself back up, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, step or float to the front of the mat. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, down. Inhale, sweeping the ground away, sending our arms up. Interlacing the palms, index fingers pointing up. I know my camera is like super low, so my hands are like that. Drawing and pushing all 10 fingers and palms up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, leaning over to your right. Left foot stamps into the ground. And it's okay if your head rests in the crook of your arm. It might feel really lovely. Wherever you are, lengthening here along the side chain. Inhale, coming back up through center. Lengthen the spine before leaning over to your left, gazing up to your right. Notice how your breath feels here after we've been moving the body for a few minutes. Inhale, coming back up. Exhale, bringing our hands behind our back, interlacing the hands. Lengthening the arms as long as you can, and then bending the knees, forward fold here. A nice shoulder opener. Let the arms fall as heavy as they can, down, down, down. If you're able to straighten the elbows, go ahead and do so. If you need to grab a towel and place it in between your hands, that's okay. Always working with our own individual bodies, which change every day. One more breath. Exhale, releasing both hands back down to the ground. I like to once again go about a foot in front of me, lifting up the heels. And if this feels relatively easy to you, maybe take your left toes all the way to your wrist. Tap. Exhale, toes lower, heels lower. One more time, lifting everything up, all those heels, weight into your fingertips, right toes, lift. Maybe tap the wrist. Oh my goodness, that is crazy. Exhale down. Woo! All right, one more inhale, lifting the heels. Remember, that was an option. Exhale, step or jump back, high plank. Okay, now the fun gets started. Okay, so we're gonna play around with some shoulder work here, dropping down to the right forearm, and then the left forearm. Back up to the right hand, left hand, left forearm, right forearm plank. Left hand comes back up, right hand back into plank. Let's do that 2 more times. Right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right. One more time. Whew. Are we breathing? We're almost done. All right, coming up, high plank, holding here. And finding your way down, either knees, chest, chin, or squeezing the shoulder blades together. Squeeze the blades and then lower all the way down to the ground. Oh, yes. Resting a cheek, arms down to your sides, and breathe. Hands come back underneath the shoulders, tucking the toes. Tuck the toes so much that you're drawing the feet in towards your body, and your knees begin to lift. Maybe your upper thighs lift. Maybe the hips begin to lift. Keep walking them in. The booty draws up. Now, squeeze those blades together. Lift the shoulders. Push your arms down. Woo, we're hovering, we're hovering, we're hovering. Maybe you can push yourself all the way up. I'm gonna drop down to my knees and then draw myself up into a supported plank. Tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. Taking 3 breaths here. Whew. If you'd like, coming up onto your fingertips. That can ask a lot of the arms though. If that doesn't feel good, drop back down to the palms, feeling all 10 fingers. One more breath, drawing the hips up, 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 and away. If you're on your fingertips, drop the heels of the hands back down. Inhale, lifting the heels, bending the knees. Exhale, step or float forward. Inhale, extend the spine. Exhale, down. Inhale, scooping the ground away, sending our arms up. Exhale, release. Samasthiti. Starting where we began. So thank you for joining me in that nice little warm-up of a few sun salutations. Hopefully your core is starting to feel nice and warm, shoulders, fingers, toes, everything. And if you'd like to use this video before going to my other videos, which we start to break down certain poses, it's a lovely way to warm up the body, and it's pretty quick, and hopefully you enjoyed it. Thank you for coming. Namaste.